Okay, let's get this party started. We are doing... Oh, you know what? I don't think I changed my stream data, but that's okay. I think it's perfect because we have to do this stream all over again. We tried doing this a couple days ago, but it failed on us for some reason. Apparently, this stopped streaming to Twitch about 13 minutes in. So we're going to try this again today. Today we're not doing a double stream for that exact reason. It just seems to be a little too much for us to really handle at the moment. And I don't have a video. Very cool. Well, let's figure that out. Okay, let's try this again. One of these days, we're going to get this all right the first time around, right? That's what they promised me. All right. Let's get our stream monitor back up and running. Okay. So as we were discussing before, we just ran into that issue. I think I gotta restart Stream Manager because it's being silly. There we go. Okay. Now we've got our stream monitor back up and running. We can get going here. All right, so like I was saying before, we had to do this stream again because last time we were doing a double stream between this and TikTok, and for whatever reason, this stream decided to completely die on us. So here we are. So we are going to be taking off today from KJFK, and we are going to be going to Boston. My overlays are also not on. Okay. We are finally ready. So one thing we are going to do a little bit differently this time is we are going to take off. We're going to start, I should say, cold at a parking spot. And we're going to start our plane up from cold and taxi to our runway, ask for IFR clearance, all that good stuff. So what we're going to be looking for is ramp medium. Ramp large. Oh, here we go. We'll take parking spot 83. Let's make sure we have all of our live conditions set. That's something I keep forgetting to do. Got live players, live weather, live traffic. Yes. We ain't scared of a little live weather. All right. We should be good to go. We should start off on our spot here. AOBS computer's like super far away from me. If you're wondering why I keep getting up and moving over there. Hopefully you all can hear me as well. We have been having some issues with our mic getting loud enough for the streams, so do let us know if you're having any issues hearing us on the stream. Did we just freeze on load-in? What happened here? There we go. Nice little drone aerial shots of JFK. It's not a bad day in New York City. It's probably a little cold, but okay. First thing we're going to do is we're going to open up our VAMs. We're going to go to statics. Get my mouse going here. There she goes. Alright, so as you can see, when we start off, we have all of our protective gear on our plane. Like right here, you can see we've got our pit top cover, we've got our engine cover. I'm not even sure what kind of cover that is. I think that's the air intake cover. And we also have our chocks down by our wheels here. So that's what these statics are. They're just telling us that we can... Let's turn on the music a little bit here. It's just telling us that we can get rid of our chocks, cover some protectors, close our luggage door. This registration shadow thing kind of bugs out on me, so I tear that off just so we get a nice clean view of our registration there. Alright, and I also turn on external power, which is a little early to do that, but it just makes things easier, I feel. Alright. Now we have external power on, we can actually go to our checklist under Utilities in the MFD. Open up our before engine start. We did our pre-flight inspection. Doors are latched. Parking brake is armed. BAT 1 and 2 switches are on. Gen 1 and 2 switches are now on. External GPU is on. And FDAC channel A is on, so we can verify that. Then we go to engine start. So we're going to turn on our strobes. Check. Check our CAS messages. External power connected and parking brake is on. Those are things we expect to see. Thrust level is idle. We are holding our brakes. Technically we have a parking brake on, so we don't really need to hold them. Engine knob is going to go to run. Verify fuel pump on comes on in our CAS messages here. You can actually hear the pump running too if you listen. Okay, engine start, BAT temp, and engine start volt CAS messages are not displayed, so we can check all these off here. Done, done, done. Engine button press. Alright, it says at 25 N2, ensure positive NI indication. Alright, we're already there, so we are good. Alright, all looks normal in our EIS. Engine IPS is technically below 10 degrees Celsius, so we are going to put on our engine heat. ECS control panel is set. I don't think we actually have access to that in this model. External GPU is disconnected. Oxygen master switch is on. Alright, initialization. Avionics initialization. Start. So I was turning the game down here a little bit. Those engines are a little loud. Probably drowning me out a little bit there. This might be a little bit better. Okay, so we're now going to go to utilities. We're going to go to initialization. We're going to do some quick system tests.
Fire, 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 fire. Stall, stall, stall.
Okay, those are good. We're going to initialize our fuel and fob sync. That way it syncs how much fuel we actually have in our tank. Do weight and balances I have already preset to basically be myself and a co-pilot with some luggage. Flight plan, here comes the fun part. Okay. So what we're going to do is we're going to add our origin, which is KJFK Airport. You're going to enter. We're going to turn to HS to find out what roadways are working.
Kennedy Airport information Sierra 1600 Zulu. Wind tree 23 at 16. Visibility 10. Sky condition 2,600 feet scattered, ceiling 4,800 feet overcast. Temperature 6. Dew point 10. Altimeter tree 0.1. ILS runway tree 1 right and ILS runway tree 1 left in use. Landing and departing runway tree 1 right and runway tree 1 left.
Alright, so we got 3-1 right and 3-1 left available to us.
All aircraft read back hold short instructions.
Okay, that's why I get that off. Because that can get annoying as it keeps running. Alright, so we got KJFK 31, did I say right? It was 31 left, 31 right. It's a 32. We'll find out. I don't think there is a 32. I think there is only 31. Yeah. So we'll do. I think we're closer to 31 rights. Okay. We're going to add our destination airport, which is going to be KBOS. KBOS. It's the Logan International Airport in Boston, Massachusetts. All right. Perfect. Now we're going to open up our procedures. We're going to select a departure. I'm going to select score 5 with a Yankee transition at 31 rights. We're going to load that. If you're wondering how I made that decision, that was something that we pre-decided in Flight Planner. If you go to Flight Simulator's website, you can access the Flight Planner there. And you can basically put in a flight plan, basically, you know, very easily plan a flight plan through that. And then you can either save and export that PLN file and then load it up into Flight Simulator itself, or you can just use it as a reference like I am doing now. All right, so we're going to go back to procedures. We're going to choose our arrival. It's going to be Roebuck 3, and we're going to choose a merit transition. Let's say 22 right. Let's see what happens. We might not be able to get it, but we'll load that. Go back to our procedures, go to our approach. Visual, huh? You guys have an ILS? It doesn't really matter, I can do a visual too, but there we go. So we can do ILS 22 left. Or Noli, I should say. Let's do that. We might have to change our departure here real quick. Yeah, it's 22 left. Okay.
International Airport is filed. Takeoff runway 31 left climb and
They may give us a different approach when we get closer, depending on what they have open, but we'll see. Till then, we are going to add some speed constraints for our auto throttle. These are just, that bottom one there is just give us enough speed to be slow enough to land, but also fight some wind if we run into it. And this one is to get us slow enough before that to drop our first set of flaps and our gear. We're going to get rid of this man sec.
Delivery Saudia 20 IFR to Jeddah ready to copy. Saudia 20 is cleared to Jeddah Airport is filed.
Okay, we should be good to go.
31 right climb and maintain
There, so we're going to go back, and we're going to accept initialization.
Kennedy clearance delivery Airbus
Check.
Juliet Romeo
Caps pins have been removed and stowed.
IFR clearance.
Passengers are briefed. We don't have any. Seatbelts are secured. Bleed switch is on bleed.
Airport is filed. Takeoff runway 31 left climb and maintain 6,000 feet. Departure.
Alright, now before taxi, common nav GPS is set. That happens automatically when we load our flight plan.
13,000 feet.
Let's bring that back up.
135.9 squawk 0134.
Okay, ATIS ATIS clearance.
50 readback correct. Contact ground on 131.025. Good day.
So request IFR clearance.
Clearance delivery vibes Victor Victor 002 IFR to Boston ready to copy.
5 Victor Victor 002 is cleared to Boston Airport is filed.
Okay,
Takeoff runway 31 right climb and maintain 8,000 feet.
8,000
Departure
feet.
frequency is 135.9 squawk 6472.
Squawk 6472.
Saudia 20 cleared to Jeddah Airport is filed. Takeoff runway 31 right climb.
Okay, altimeter is set to 8,000 feet.
Departure on 124.75 squawk 0762.
I'm gonna let them know that we
Readback is correct.
got our readback correct.
On 130.775 when ready to taxi. Good day. Kennedy clearance delivery.
If we can get a word in here.
Ready to copy IFR clearance to Chhatrapati Shivaji. Air India 116 is cleared to Chhatrapati Shivaji Airport is filed. Takeoff runway 31 left.
JFK is busy today. Good lord.
Departure frequency is 132.4 squawk 5571.
Vibes Victor Victor 0
Hey, we got in there.
cleared to Boston Airport as filed.
Okay.
Takeoff runway 31 right climb and maintain 8,000 feet. Departure on 135.
Oh, that's what I forgot to do with our VAMs. Put our headphones on.
Victor 002 readback is correct. Contact ground on 121.9 when ready to taxi. Good day.
Headphones are on. Noise reduction is on.
JetBlue 53.
So cool that you can do that.
Airport is filed. Takeoff runway 31 right climb and maintain 7,000 feet. Departure on 124.
That was JetBlue. I don't know, for some reason I thought I heard her say vibes. Alright. So now we can
Readback correct.
connect to ground services and get a pushback.
5.05. Good day. Kennedy clearance delivery Alaska 20.
Oh, maybe not.
IFR to Palm Springs ready
What did they tell us? What was the... Usually they tell you
208 heavy is
a frequency.
Airport is filed. Takeoff runway 31 right climb.
I just want to make this a little bit bigger. I can't, can I? That'd be lovely if I could.
Is 126
Nope.
8 squawk 2142. Delta 1514 cleared to Miami Airport is filed. Takeoff runway 31 left climb and maintain 11,000 feet. Departure on 135.
Contact ground to 12.9 when ready.
Delta 1514 readback is correct. Contact ground on 128.925 when ready to taxi. Good day.
1219. Request pushback.
Kennedy ground vibes Victor Victor 002 requesting pushback.
5 Victor Victor 002 pushback request accepted.
Okay, we're going to remove our parking brakes so they actually can push us back. Here he comes. Now, this always kind of glitches out a little bit, and he'll always kind of like pass my plane. Like he always misses the front wheel the first time around for some reason. See how he does? He's always like lined up way far to the right. Or to the left, whatever that would be. Stage right, okay? Stage right. I was right the first time. Don't question it. Hey, Solara Streams, what's going on? Thanks for joining us. As you can see, I have an automatic shout out set up for you. Absolutely, I can definitely show you that. It's pretty simple with Streamlabs. They rock. I gotta say, Streamlabs has been fun to work with. It's something that I can set up on my side. I can choose it who I want it to who I want it to shout out automatically. So I can choose specific people. I think you can choose like super followers, things like that, I think. But I have like a specific list that I made. Oh, I gotta stop this pushback. Whoopsies.
Kennedy Ground 5's Victor Victor 002 requesting the end of pushback.
5 Victor Victor 002 request to end pushback received.
All right. Get our taxi clearance.
Kennedy Ground 5's Victor Victor 002 with Sierra ready to taxi IFR.
5 Victor Victor 002.
Altimeter's checked, transponders checked, heading is done. Flight controls are free and correct. Our trim is set. Flaps are at 50%.
Contact tower on 123.9 when ready.
Our trim is set. We have our to go. Doot doot. Yep. Takeoff go around button has been pressed. Pass messages say exactly what they should say, which is just reminding me that we have not yet put on our probe heat, which we don't want to do until about 5 minutes before takeoff. Otherwise, that heat can severely damage our PTOT, which can really screw up our accuracy in altimeter. And our seats are in the normal and upright position. Our parking brake is released.
002 acknowledge last transmission.
Brakes work. Oh, acknowledge our taxi
Taxi
clearance.
to and hold short runway tree 1 right via taxiway Whiskey Alpha Delta Bravo Yankee Alpha Cross.
All right, so we're going to taxi.
Yankee Alpha Vibes Victor Victor 002.
Cool, looks like we're taking this taxiway. We're pretty much already on.
Kennedy Ground American Tree 060 requesting pushback. American Tree 060 pushback request accepted.
I'm going to zoom in a little bit here. When I'm taxiing, I like to zoom into this position so I can get a nice look at my ground speed here while also seeing my engine thrust, getting a good look out the window, and I can see my heading here in my my PFD. PFD stands for Primary Flight Display, by the way. Streamlabs Pretzel is allowed to post what they want. You know this. By the way, if you are watching, we do have a small tip goal that we are after. We're not looking for a lot. We're just looking for $5.99 a month just to keep music inside of our VODs. So if you are watching and you enjoy what you see and you like what you hear, please consider leaving even a 50-cent a month tip will go a very long way towards that goal. It's very cheap. It's only like $5.99 a month, something like that.
060 requesting the end of pushback. American Tree 060 request to end pushback.
Okay, so the speed I'm going for here in ground speed is just basically just stay below 21 if possible. That's usually the ground speed limit for taxiing in most airports. I think they said keep it under 15 when we first started, but that was, I'm not sure that's accurate. I think that just might be outdated information from Flight Simulator 2020.
Contact tower on 119.1 when ready. Taxiing hold short runway tree 1 left using taxiway Lima Alpha Alpha Kilo Foxtrot Bravo Juliet cross runway for left Juliet Zulu American Tree 060.
That's fine. I forgot to put on Do Not Disturb on my phone, apparently. Very cool. Well, we will fix that. Embarrassing. Oh well, we'll fix that. There's always something. Something always goes wrong. That's showbiz, people. I do this for a living, by the way. I do big conventions, big shows, big shows. Usually I work audio, but I have been recently working a lot as a stream engineer. I do video engineering a lot as well. But I can tell you from my years and years of working in live production that 100% something always goes wrong. It's more about just how you deal with it, how you react to it. And honestly, if that's the worst of it, I'll take it. That ain't show breaking. That's not show breaking. Alright, we're coming up to our hold short here. Just kind of slowly gliding up the rest of the way here. Okay. Now we can go through our before takeoff list. We have briefed our non-existent passengers. Landing lights are going to go on. Those are my strobes. Landing lights are on. Probe heat's going to go on now. Engine IPS switch is already on. Wings, yes, because we might go through some clouds. So I'm going to turn it on. We might go through some clouds. CAS messages look good. Trim is at 6%, flaps are at 50. And we do not have any surprise CAS messages. Okay, time for takeoff. Whoops, let's actually request takeoff clearance, huh? That might help.
Kennedy Tower vibes Victor Victor 002 ready for departure runway tree 1 right IFR to Boston.
Vibes Victor Victor 002 altimeter tree 0 decimal tree 1 wind tree 2 tree at 16. Cleared for takeoff runway tree 1 right.
Cleared for takeoff runway tree 1 right vibes Victor Victor 002.
I just gotta fix Streamlabs. I don't know why it keeps yelling at Pretzel like that. I try to get them cleared so I could actually post those messages so people could see what song's being played, but it is what it is. It's not necessary. The system doesn't mind. It was an option. It's not like Pretzel's gonna yell at me for it. Alright, bringing up our thrust a little bit here so we can actually get on the runway. She's taking her time for sure. There we go. This particular model really needs a lot of thrust to get going, but man, once she starts moving, it's hard to get her to stop. Like you can see, she starts picking up speed real quick. Okay, we are now in the runway. We're just gonna turn around real quick, just get to the end here. Thing turns on a dime, it's so lovely. Oh, look at that turn. It's so pretty. Alrighty. I'm going to set our heading bug. Oh, which doesn't work. Okay. Good to know. We can do that manually. All right. Now our heading bug, which is this little blue guy here. He's now pointing in the direction we're actually going to be flying in. So if we do need to turn on heading mode, we won't just suddenly take a sharp left or right turn without us being aware. All right, everything should be good to go. I think we can just take off. At this point, I'm probably going to stop using our checklists. Because once we're in the air, I don't really need them again. That was really just to help us get the airplane started. Of course, in real life, it'd be a little bit different, but... Okay, we are now in the air. I'm still seeing negatives, so I'm not going to raise gear yet. Okay, we are now officially in a positive rate of climb. Gear is up. I'm going to put our flaps up. We're going to turn on autopilot. Whoops. FMS is now on. Autopilot's back on, and we're going to turn on FLC. Okay, they just gave us a quick handoff. We're going to acknowledge that. A little bit of a gust side wind there, so it's making us rock a bit. 21 knot side wind. Crosswind, I should say. 300 or 3031 for altimeter. Probably should have said that before we took off. That's my bad. I like went right past that, didn't I? In the checklist. Actually, no, I don't think I did. I don't think I saw a barometer. Yeah, I don't think I did see a barometer set in that.
002 traffic is 8 o'clock 3 miles at 0 Airbus A20N. Report them in sight.
8 o'clock. Boom. There they are. Traffic is in sight.
5 Victor Victor 002 have the Airbus A20N in sight.
Okay, so at this point, autopilot pretty much is taking control of the aircraft. She has us following our GPS line here. We are also climbing to our chosen altimeter of 8,000 feet. And we're holding 165 knots, which are all things that we have asked it to do. Okay, now we're going to climb to 14,000 feet. It's pretty common for them to start you off at a lower altitude and then bring you up higher as you get, once you get closer. They like to give you these little like stepped altitude climbs. Oh, was it there to yell at me because I didn't acknowledge fast enough? There we go.
14,000 feet, 5 Victor Victor 002.
I do gotta say, Boston is a very pretty fly out, man. Oh, this is Boston. This is New York. This is New York. That's right. But Boston is just as pretty flying into and flying out of, I gotta say. I'm getting confused. I was testing out our next flight in the series, number 3, which is going to be from Boston to Bangor, Maine. Solara is apparently digging this beat.
Going to 121.1255 Victor Victor 002.
Alright, I'm just gonna put my map into full screen mode. It's my personal preference. Make this quick
Victor Victor 0,
comm change.
passing 9,800 feet, climbing 14,000 feet.
5 Victor Victor 002, New York Center altimeter 30.30 radar contact. Continue to buoyancy.
Turn the game audio down a little bit there. The only fly-related emotes I have are bees. That's fair. That's fair. They don't have a lot of good, like, plain emotes for Twitch yet. You think they would, but... I bet fly-by-wire, or not fly-by-wire, what is it? Fly Live, I think it's called, which a lot of flight simulator streamers use. Probably has something like that for that. Unfortunately, it's not available for Xbox streamers, though, which kind of stinks.
02 climb and maintain 15,000 feet. New York Center JetBlue 2105 heavy.
Oh, I didn't know you could do that. That'd be cool.
Climbing flight level 180.
Yeah, that'd be very cool. I can make some custom ones for the channel. That'd be really neat.
New York Center altimeter 30.30 radar contact.
Oh god, yeah, mushroom emotes would make so much sense for your channel. Especially when you're playing Infinity Nikki. Infinity Nikki is so Mario coded, by the way. In like a weird way.
5 Victor Victor 002, did you copy?
Oh, getting yelled at by ATC.
Maintain 15,000 feet, flies Victor Victor 0.
15 thou. Just double check I did hear that correct. Yep, okay. We're gonna get a nice view of this flight. We got some nice clear skies today. Well, that's definitely right up your alley.
JetBlue 2105 heavy contact New York departure on 135.
Man, look how busy that airport is, man. A lot of JetBlues. A lot of JetBlue flights. Couple Delta Airline, couple American Airlines. Some of these I don't know. EDV, that's a new one for me. I'm not sure who EDV is. Or RPA. Hey! I see another somewhere down there. So this is our second flight in the Around the World series. We are flying from JFK to Boston today. I want to say it is around 200 or so nanometers in flight as the crow flies. And our plan here is the first episode we took off from Rochester, New York and flew to JFK, and our plan is to basically fly all the way around the world, landing back in Rochester. It's going to take some 50 or some odd flights to do so, but I think it'll be a fun time. Be sure to follow us to get those live notifications to know when the next episode is coming out. We are flying the Cirrus Vision Jet, my personal favorite airplane in the entire series. Super easy to fly, very user-friendly, and fast. We also do viewer request flights, so if there's somewhere you want to fly to, just drop it in the chat. Let us know. Be happy to fly there. We can take off from any airport. You want to take off from a local airport near you. You want to have us drop a helicopter in front of your house on your front lawn? We can do that too. Just let us know. Just drop it in the chats. Fly me to the moon, says Solaris Streams. Okay. Okay. Now you're pushing it. Okay, I can't quite do that. That's for the what's that one game called? Kerbal Space Program? That's for those guys. Just heard a bunch of ATC chatter, so I'll make sure they're not yelling at us. Yep, that was us, yep.
1 tree, 2 decimal tree, 5's Victor Victor 002. Goodbye. Boston Center, 5's Victor Victor 002, 15,000.
5 Victor Victor 002 Boston Center altimeter 30.28 radar contact. Continue clearance.
Solar Streams is now lurking. ATC is a number for them to call. Not sure what the feels bad man thing is either, Solara. That's weird. I think that might just be something weird to my setup there. I think that was originally the what they used for like the like demo name. Like when you were doing like a preview, when you were setting it up, it was like the demo name. I want to say. So I think that's all that is. I just gotta get rid of it.
Passing 13,300 feet, climbing flight level 180. JetBlue 2105, heavy Boston Center altimeter 30.28 radar contact. Continue.
Okay, that was for JetBlue. Just double check our altimeter real quick.
5 Victor Victor 002, contact Boston
Perfect.
Center on 128.1. Good day.
Quick charger handoff to the wife.
5 Victor Victor 002, did you copy?
Oh, ATC's yelling at us.
128.15's Victor Victor 0.
ATC hates me today. They're about to tell me I got a number to call.
Foxtrot Juliet Oscar 66 Lima is passing flight level 425, descending flight level 360. Generic tree 9er for you are 41 miles southwest. Descend and maintain 3,000 feet. Expect ILS runway tree approach via Hotel Foxtrot Delta transition. Clear to Hotel Foxtrot Delta. Airbus Foxtrot Juliet
Oh my goodness, Boston, be quiet.
Center radar contact.
I can't even contact you.
Boston Center,
There we go.
5's Victor Victor 002, 15,000 feet.
5 Victor Victor 002 Boston Center altimeter 30.28.
Excuse me, sorry, 3028. Perfect. That's what I needed to know, sir. Thank you.
Descend and maintain 3,000 feet. Expect ILS runway tree approach via Hotel Foxtrot Delta transition. Clear to Hotel Foxtrot Delta generic tree 9er 4.
Beautiful. That's what we're all about here at Asmere. The beautiful sights and the beautiful sounds. We're all about the relaxing streams. Flight VJH992 flying out of Teterboro. Yeah, we're going to figure that out, that feel bads man thing for the lurking announcement there. We'll get that fixed for sure. I think we only got about 15 minutes or so left before we reach our top of descent. No, just under 15 minutes, 14 minutes. We are currently flying to our first waypoint in our arrival transition. So not too much longer before landing. If you're watching and you want to request a certain flight, please let me know. We can take off and land it from any airport. We can fly around the pyramids. We can fly around the Statue of Liberty. We can fly around, you can fly through Mount Everest if you want. You can land a helicopter in front of your house. Whatever you guys want. Just drop it in the chat. I can tell we're making our turn towards Merritt now. Fun fact a lot of people don't know about the Vision Jet, it comes complete with a emergency CAS system, which has two different parts to it. One is a fully self-automated landing system. You hit the CAS, you basically declare an emergency, and the plane does all the work for you. It chooses the closest airport, it selects the best instrument landing procedure, it contacts ATC for you, all that stuff, and then brings you down onto the runway without you needing to do a thing. Another thing it has is it has the CAS emergency parachute system, which you pull a little lever right above the cockpit here. This guy right here. And a parachute literally pops out here on top of the airplane and will gently bring you down to the ground. However, if you are flying at the current speed of 250 knots and decide to pull on that, it's going to be a little uncomfortable, not going to lie. I'm sure there's a checklist for that somewhere. Unfortunately, in the 2020 version of this plane, we can't pull that, but in 2024 you can, just saying. So maybe one of these days I'll do a stream in the Vision Jet in 2024 and we'll make it like a redeemable or something like that, something where you guys can for like a tip or something, you guys can pull the cap. You guys can basically make me pull the cap system. Just a little bit of haze. Other than that, very gorgeous day for flying. Winds aren't even that bad. 57 knot tailwind. Ooh, that's actually kind of nice. It's gonna really push us. Yeah, I was gonna say it's giving us a little extra bump. I do copy. Not sure what I'm copying. It's the only problem when whenever I minimize the ATC, I always miss something. Three 025. Oh, come on. There you go. All right. Continue to Ruiz. All right. So, as you can see here, we can see that I want to say that is our current ground speed. This is our current heading, I want to say. This is what we are actually flying. ETE, so time. This is our estimated time to arrival for our next waypoint here. So this is what it's expecting us to reach Ruiz here. It's in about 2 minutes. It's about 12.3 nanometers away. We are expected to arrive there at 12:15 Eastern Standard Time. And we are expected to land at 12:36 Eastern Standard Time. And you can see right down here, we have the local time right here. Usually it's displayed in UTC, but I finally found the the setting in the G3000 here, and got that set to local time. So we should be set. So we should be landing around 12:30. Hey, a couple of fellow simmers out there. .2 km/h winds coming northwest in Boston. 25 km/h gusts. It's not too bad, honestly. .16 km air visibility. It's really not a bad day in Boston. 42 degrees. The middle of November? End of November? I'll take it. Speaking of which, just let this remind me, we do have our wing icing on still, so we can get rid of that, turn that off. We definitely don't need that anymore. It is negative 13 degrees Celsius outside, but we're not flying through clouds. I'm not really seeing that much moisture, so we should be good to go there. Like I said, there's a little bit of a haze, but I think we're pretty much above it. Always take a look at our ice protection. Okay. Everything looks good. Yeah, we still got lots of IPS fluid too, so if we need to turn those back on, we can. We'll just keep an eye on that. Okay, go back to full screen mode. 4.5 minutes away from our beginning to our descent. If you're watching, please feel free to like and subscribe if you like what you see. Get those notifications when we're going live next. Continue the Around the World series with us. We'd love to have you join us. We'd love to see you in the chat. Again, we do have a small tip goal of $5.99 a month. We're just trying to keep music in our VODs. That's it. I'm not trying to make $1 million bucks here. I'm not even trying to make a living here. I'm just trying to keep music going in our VODs. So even like 50 cents, 25 cents a month goes a very long way. And we always appreciate any support. Also take viewer requests as well, by the way. If there's somewhere you want us to fly to specifically, let us know. Drop it in the chat. ATC's been very quiet. It makes me nervous. Okay, no, we're good. Look at these windshields. Oh my god. It's like the ultimate VFR cockpit. Look at this. So much viewing space. Alright, just got the vertical track warning. We do not have VNAV set up or activated at the moment. I did that on purpose because it can kind of, when you're flying IFR, doing an ILS landing, it can kind of get in the way with ATC, because ATC usually wants you to follow very specific altitudes. So it can just become a problem. They just counteract each other or just conflict with each other, so I keep it off during an IFR ILS flight. If we were doing like a RNAV or maybe even a visual landing, I might use VNAV at that point. But since we're doing an ILS landing, it's just not really necessary. Other than it would bring us down much more gently than FLC does. I gotta figure out the settings for FLC. It just brings us down way too fast. There's gotta be a way I can change that somewhere. Get out of here, bot. Well, that was us. He just gave me a lot of instructions. Oh, no, I guess it wasn't us. I thought I heard vibes. Okay, he's just chatting at this generic Airbus. I am expecting some, usually pretty soon here, they should be giving us some descent information or instructions. Miss Rachel behind me passed out on the table. Jeez, Miss Rachel. Get yourself together. Coffee. I don't know. What do you guys think? Should I retire from live production and just become a airline pilot for my last 30 years or so? What do you think? That would be a fun gig. I'm not gonna lie. I'd enjoy it. That's us. That's just a quick comm change. But they'll probably give us some descent information here pretty soon. Once we switch over.
Boston Center 5 Victor Victor 002, 15,000 feet.
5 Victor Victor 002 Boston Center altimeter 30.20 radar contact. Continue to cradle.
I'm just passing over Plymouth Municipal Airport. Streamlabs. Leave Pretzel Rocks alone.
Descend and maintain 4,000 feet. Expect vectors. ILS
There she is.
left approach. 5 Victor Victor
3-3 left approach. Alright, we're gonna go. We're gonna get to 4,000 feet first before we do anything. What's going on here? Why are we not descending? What in the world is going on? What in the world is going on?
5 Victor Victor 002. Please acknowledge.
Descend and maintain 4,000 feet. Expect vectors. ILS runway. Tree left approach. 5 Victor Victor 002.
What in the world is going on? Oh, I hate it when this stuff happens, man.
Contact Austin Tower on 132.225.
Maintain present heading and altitude. Tower on 1.
We might have to fix something here. What's going on?
002.
What in the world is going on? Why is this not descending?
1 o'clock, 4 miles at flight level 380 generic. Report them in sight.
What in the world is going on?
Delta 273 have the traffic.
I've never experienced this before. Oh.
Austin Tower vibes Victor Victor 00222.
Runway 33 I'll approach. Alright, well, let's try that.
Tree left approach.
5 Victor Victor 002 Boston Tower. Altimeter tree 0.20, wind tree at 14. Cleared ILS runway tree left approach. Southwest 4888 go around. Cleared to land runway tree left number 3 JetBlue 1152 heavy. JetBlue 1152
Alright, well, we're gonna fly it down to 4,000, I guess.
on final. Wind tree at 14. Caution the generic landing runway tree right. Cleared to land runway tree left. Delta 59er number 4 for landing. Follow the aircraft on final. Wind tree at 14. Caution the generic landing runway.
Let's turn autopilot back on. See if we can get FLC to work now. Hey! Now is it gonna work? What's going on? No, still not gonna work?
Number 4 JetBlue 1152 heavy. Care 5181 turn next taxiway. Going around southwest.
Oh, maybe it will. Maybe it will.
Cleared to land runway.
Hey, here we go.
Delta 59er.
Jeez.
Austin Tower Care 702117 miles southeast. Inbound ILS.
What in the world happened there?
Care 7021 Boston Tower. Altimeter tree 0.
I guess I should just restart autopilot there. I don't know what was going on.
Cleared ILS runway tree left approach. Care 5181
Oh, I bet I didn't have auto throttle on. Bet that's exactly what it was.
heavy go around.
I bet that's exactly what I forgot to do.
Left approach vibes Victor Victor 002.
Cleared ILS runway tree left approach care 7021.
Okay, we should be okay. We need to get down to 4,000 before we hit BENNN, which it looks like I think we can do that. I think we're going to make it.
Going around JetBlue 654 heavy.
Auto throttle. So the issue there is I'm very used to 2024 version of Microsoft Flight Simulator, where when you hit autopilot and the to takeoff go around button before you take off on your flight, it automatically arms auto throttle. So I'm just very much used to that already being on. But we are now coming in for our landing. We are making our final descent. Or I should say that our beginning descent here, I should say. But we're entering our final approach. Flying into Boston. We're coming into, I believe, runway 33 left. Well, like as I mentioned in the beginning of the flight, I had a feeling they were going to give us a different approach than the one that we chose on the ground at JFK. Only because I didn't know what runways were technically open and were actively being used. So we just kind of took a guess, and I had a feeling that they would change it when we got there, just to make sure that we were actually landing on open airways, open runways. Okay, I'm going to turn, or might be able to get away with it. So we're going to still keep going a little bit further. I kind of want to wait until we make this curve here before I turn on my approach. We are fighting some turbulence here, though. 15 knot headwind isn't really that bad, but auto throttle is fighting to keep us at 210 in this wind. It is fighting.
Traffic, 2 o'clock.
All right, we're gonna turn on approach mode. You can see that it's armed. You can see that it's armed right here with by our GS down there and by our localizer being armed down here. Now when this dotted line gets closer to the center of our center line here, you'll see LOC turn green and we will start following the localizer into the runway. And oh, we are way too low. Or not low enough, I should say. We need to get down to like 3,000 feet immediately. Way too low. What happened there? Turn on, come on. Keep going. We need to get below this dot here so it actually grabs us. There we go. Now she's grabbed us. Boy, we are having a lot of problems with our approach today. What is going on? God, this turbulence is crazy. For only a 12 knot crosswind. So there are streams. She's back. Well, it looks like we are landing at the same time as generic landing on the runway right as well. That's always fun. Those can make some pretty cool visuals coming in.
Same altitude, less than 1 mile.
Clear to land runway tree, left 5s, Victor Victor 002.
All right, we're getting pretty close. I'm getting ready to disarm autopilot and take control of the plane. We are going to drop gear. We are going to drop our first set of flaps. Probably should have done it a while ago, to be honest. You know what? We're going to drop our second set of flaps because we are coming in hot. It's not following our auto throttle at all. That's the issue. This guy needs to get off the runway. All right, so I guess we're gonna go around.
6902 heavy exit runway when able.
Just got above that guy in time. Oh my god, look at this runway. Of course I gotta go around. What is wrong with you guys? Why would you give me clearance to land here? Oh my god, I hate this sometimes. Alright, 2 go around. No? Okay, go around. There we go. Thank you.
785 heavy ready for IFR departure runway tree left. Delta 2785 heavy hold short runway tree left.
Oh, I hate this so much.
20 in on the runway. Jazz 86902 heavy turn next taxiway. Hold short runway tree left Delta 2785 heavy.
Traffic. 6 o'clock. Same as
Wow, this is an absolute shit show, isn't it? It's okay. Let's try this again. FLC's on. Auto throttle's on. We're following our to go. We're following our go around pattern.
Generic landing runway tree right. Cleared to land runway tree left. Delta 2785 heavy altitude
Come on.
0.22 wind tree 14 at 11. Traffic is generic on final. Cleared for takeoff runway tree left. Jazz 86902 heavy number 2 for landing. Follow the Airbus A20N on final. Wind tree 14 at 11. Caution the generic landing runway tree right.
Oh my god, shut up.
Cleared to land runway tree.
Oh my god, this is killing me. They will not shut up.
Going around 5s, Victor 002.
I don't like I can't activate missed approach.
Contact Boston approach on 118.25. Good day. Exit 840 number 2 for landing. Follow the
Alright, let's see what happens. Let's see if we can get back on the ground here.
14 at 11. Caution the generic landing runway tree right. Clear to land runway tree left. Clear to land runway tree left number 2 Jazz 86902 heavy.
118.255s, Victor 002. Goodbye.
Cleared for
Boston approach vibes, Victor 002 is missed approach at Boston.
Vibes Victor 002. You are 3 miles north. Climb and maintain 3,000 feet. Expect vectors ILS runway tree left approach. Vibes Victor 002. Climb and maintain 4,000 feet.
Climb and maintain 4,000 feet. Expect vectors ILS runway tree left approach vibes Victor 002. Boston approach vibes Victor 002 requesting vector to next waypoint.
Vibes Victor 002. Turn right heading 155.
Turn right heading 155 vibes Victor 002.
Okay, setting our vector here. Turn right heading at 155.
Boston approach care 7021 is missed approach at Boston. Care 7021, you are 1 mile southeast. Climb and maintain 3,000 feet. Expect vectors ILS runway tree left approach. Care 7021, climb and maintain 4,000 feet.
Boston approach 5s, Victor Victor 002, requesting vector to next waypoint.
5 Victor Victor 002, turn right heading 155.
I have no idea where they're sending us, but we'll find out. I think they're sending us back to BENN.
To acknowledge last transmission.
Turn right heading 1555, Victor Victor 002.
Gonna arm nav. Okay, looks like we're close enough. It's gonna engage. I'm just gonna send us back to BENN. I know that's technically not what we're being told to do, but that's what I'm doing. I just want to get on the ground. My baby should be awake soon if she's not already. Okay. We'll try this again. Hopefully there won't be 150 airplanes in our way. This wind is crazy. I mean, it's not even wind. It's really that bad. I feel like I've fought much worse than this.
Here 7021, you are 300 feet above your assigned altitude. Descend and maintain 4,000 feet altimeter 30.21. 5 Victor Victor 002 traffic is 2 o'clock 4 miles at 2,700 feet Airbus A20N. Report them in sight.
Which one? 4 o'clock. There she is.
5s, Victor Victor 002, have the Airbus A20N in sight.
Bring these guys up.
Vertical track.
Bring our gear up for a bit. I didn't realize they were still down. That's my bad. Okay.
Boston approach 5s, Victor Victor 002, requesting vector to next waypoint.
5 Victor Victor 002, turn left heading 085.
Turn left heading 0855, Victor Victor 002.
5 Victor Victor 002, you are 12 miles southeast of Boston.
Yeah, that's what I thought.
Maintain present heading at
This ATC is so buggy. It drives me nuts.
132.225. American 1.
I mean, like, why did it give me, like, for instance, why did it clear me for landing when there was 100 planes on the runway? Just that kind of stuff.
Present heading and altitude. Tower on 132.225, Victor Victor 002.
See, now I missed the glide scope because I'm trying to deal with their dumbasses.
Boston Tower 5s, Victor Victor 00210 miles, southeast, inbound ILS runway, tree, left approach.
Exit 273 line
Turn the on. Oh my god, this is killing me today. Okay. Let's see if we can land with all these glitches.
Runway, tree, left approach 5s, Victor, Victor 002.
We're getting a low fuel warning, but I'm not too worried about that because we should have plenty of fuel. Yeah, we got 21% fuel. That's more than enough to find somewhere else to land, even if we needed to. Alright, auto throttle's on. I'm going to put in these now because this is crazy. So you need to be 95 or 100. I need you to get down there now.
Victor, Victor 002. Follow the generic on upwind. Wind 314 at 11. Caution the Airbus A20N landing runway tree right. Clear to land runway tree left.
Oh, I still can't do that. Shoot.
Hold short runway tree left brickyard 559 or 6.
I would love to acknowledge landing clearance, but that means you have to be quiet, ATC.
Tree, left 5s, Victor, Victor 002.
Brickyard 559 or 6 line up and wait.
So frustrating, this game, sometimes.
One tree decimal 0 Sun Country 252. Goodbye.
Alright, landing gear is coming down.
Line up and wait brickyard 559 or 6.
Hopefully there's no planes on the airport this time.
Runway tree left ready for departure IFR to Washington. Brickyard 559 or 6 altitude
Okay, first set of flaps is down.
wind 314 at 11. Cleared for
That should help get us closer down to 100 knots
Brickyard 5825.
by giving us a little bit more drag.
Cleared for takeoff runway tree left brickyard 559 or 6. Hold short runway tree left brickyard 5825.
Okay, we're gonna actually drop our second set of flaps because we're really struggling to still get down and hold at 100 here. That flaps ice warning is happening from really just because we had wing ice on at some point during the flight, so it's just reminding us that, hey, there could be ice there. Double check that. Okay, and there's now an airplane entering my runway. What the heck?
United 1732 at runway tree left ready for departure IFR to
I'm not doing another go around, guys. I'm landing this plane. Telling you right now.
tree decimal 0 brickyard 559 or 6.
Better get this guy in the air.
25 altimeter tree 0 decimal 22 wind 314 at 11. Cleared for takeoff runway tree left. Cleared for takeoff runway tree left brickyard 5825. Hold short runway tree left United 1732.
Yes, hold short. Do not get on this runway, please. Thank you. Okay.
Brickyard 5825. Contact Boston departure on 1 tree.
Autopilot's off. We are cutting power.
One tree decimal 0 brickyard 5825. Goodbye.
We are on the ground.
5 Victor Victor 002 turn next taxiway.
It's a little bit of a floaty landing there, but it is what it is.
002 contact ground on 134.05. United 1732 altimeter 30.22 wind 314 at 11. Cleared for takeoff runway tree left. Clear 537 number 3 for landing. Follow the aircraft on final. Wind 314 at 11. Caution the Airbus A20N landing runway
Just waiting for him to shut up again.
runway tree left. American 1
Oh my god.
number 3 for landing.
so much time wasted just waiting for ATC. This is why I don't like flying to these big airlines, these big airports, honestly. Like we're literally not even giving us an option. There's just one thing after another after another. They don't even have time to give us an option. It's not even giving me the option. Holy crap, that was a pain. I'm just going to turn to ground now, get off of that freaking frequency. Oh my god. Alright, let's request taxi to parking.
Austin ground 5's Victor Victor 002 taxi to parking.
Oh, absolutely. The difference is like you can kind of talk over each other a little bit in real life. You know what I mean? Here it's just not even. It doesn't even give you the option. It's so annoying. But that's just if you talk to any flight simmer, their main complaint in this game is ATC. It's so glitchy. It's such a problem. It does not work well at all. There's a lot of solutions to this for like the PC world. Like there's VAT Sim. I think there's also like ATC Beyond, I think, is another one that they have. It's basically like real people kind of working as an ATC tower, basically, or multiple ATC towers, like an ATC network. It's really cool how they do it all. But as usual, completely unavailable for the Xbox and Xbox streamers. But it's pretty neat stuff. I would love to someday get a gaming PC and be able to do VAT Sim. That would be amazing. Actually talk to real people.
Taxiing to general aviation parking using
I mean, it took me that long just to be able to acknowledge my taxi instructions. I'm already halfway down the taxi line.
Foxtrot Bravo Quebec Alpha Zulu Bravo Alpha 5's Victor Victor 002.
Victor Victor 002, continue taxi.
But this was really my fault. I really shouldn't have chose such a busy, giant airport to land at. This is a very small general aircraft plane. Probably would have been smarter to find a slightly smaller airport nearby, kind of like what happens in New York City. Most people don't fly these kinds of planes into JFK. They'll fly into Teterboro instead. It's more suited for planes of their size. And New York City has like crazy fees and fines for landing these kinds of aircraft in their runways. You can tell they tried to get away from this. I'm not even listening to ATC anymore, by the way, in case you haven't noticed. I'm through with. I'm over them today. That was a weird little turn you on to the runway, turn you back off the runway thing going on there. Looks like we're gonna follow this. Can't quite tell if it's I want to say A320. Okay, we're coming up to 16 knots. Keep an eye on our ground speed so we don't accidentally get a speeding ticket. And usually parking for this kind of aircraft in these big airports too is also usually like way far away from the runways. So I'm sure a taxi here is going to be a bit. Oh, at A319. Oh, that's different. Alrighty.
Taxi to and hold short runway, tree left using taxiway, Kilo Echo cross runway, 4 left, Echo Papa.
Looks like we're passing JetBlue skates.
Cross runway 27, Charlie Care 519er.
Got a lot of just our low fuel keeps yelling at me, but we have so much fuel left. It's ridiculous. Shouldn't be doing that.
5 Victor Victor 002, continue taxi.
Like I said, I'm not even listening to ATC anymore. I'm over them. That's one of the beautiful things about being a sim pilot is if I don't want to listen to ATC, I don't have to.
5 Victor Victor 002, please acknowledge.
Go away, ATC. No one likes you.
5 Victor Victor 002.
Okay, we're getting closer to our parking spot here. I can kind of see it off in the distance there. I think we might be passing DHL here. So I don't know too many other airlines that have that kind of a colorway. Boost up a bit more speed here. Must be going uphill. Because our speed keeps dropping on us at a rather high thrust level for being on the ground. Okay, that's our parking spot right up ahead there in that light blue box. Oh, we're going a little fast there. Bring yours back down. It's closer to 19. Well, we probably coast honestly at the speed. All right, we are parked. Perfect. All right, let's see what we got to do for shutting down. So we're going to go back home on our MFD. We're going to go back to utilities, go back to checklist, and go to after landing. Flaps are all the way up. Slowly moving here. Boom, flaps are up. Wings are on. IPS is off. Engine IPS is off. Probe heat switch is off. External lights. Whoops, it's battery. My bad. Strobe and landing lights are off. Brakes good. Shut down. Thrust level is idle. Engine IP switch is off. Bleed switch, so we're going to turn this back to fresh air. Oxygen master, we're going to turn the oxygen off. Lights already off. Engine knob, we're going to turn off. We're going to press our engine button. Okay, we're in for N2 to get below 24. It just hit that. So we can check that off. Caps pins can be replaced. We're going to turn off Gen 1, Gen 2. Check. All right, before I turn off battery 1, we're just going to make sure parking brake is on, which it is. Door pins back on, airplane is secure. Now we're just going to turn off battery 1 and battery 2, and that should end the flight. Perfect. All right, everybody, thank you so much for joining us today. That was a heck of a landing sequence, but we got her down. We did it. You know, we fought with ATC, we fought the weather, we fought it all, and we made it. We made it to the ground. We'll be back, I'm sure, in the next couple days. We're going to do episode 3, which is going to be taking off here from KBOS, and we're going to take off Boston, and we're going to land in KBGR, which is Bangor, Maine. That's a little bit of a longer flight than this one. I think that one's more of an hour and a half, 2-hour flight, but it's still it's a nice one. Thank you so much, Solara, for giving us some attention today and for joining our stream and being the mod of the year for us. Quick shout out to Solara. She plays Infinity Nikki, Palia, Expedition 33, all those good adventure plus cozy games. I'm going to do a quick official shout out for her so you guys can, whoops, helps if I actually do it correctly, huh? Quick shout out for Solara Streams. There we go. All right. If you're watching, please consider giving us a follow to get those notifications of when we'll go live next and catch the rest of these episodes of this series. Also, a quick reminder that we do viewer requests, and they're free. So just feel free to drop it in the chat anywhere you want us to fly to. We'll be happy to oblige. Again, thanks for watching, and we'll catch you next time.